Good evening, everyone. I'm Mrs. Brandy Bryant, first grade teacher at Anita Scott Elementary School, and I'm so happy to be with you tonight as part of our Bedtime Stories video series. Tonight I'm going to read to you about one of the world's natural wonders called the Aurora Borealis. It's also called the Northern Lights, and it's a special dance of lights in the night sky of Earth's polar regions, and it's something I hope to see someday in person. Early one morning in a long-ago northern land, a baby girl was born. Her mother named her Aurora, which means the rosy light of dawn. This faraway place knew only a daylight sky, for the sun would glide from one end of the sky to the other, hugging the horizon, but never slipping below. As each day passed, only the changing colors of the sky, from shimmering blue to an eerie green to the softest pink, would signal the time of day. Carpets of tundra filled with delicate flowers stretched as far as the eye could see in this land without darkness. Caribou lived alongside Aurora and her people. Each year the caribou gathered into great herds and traveled an old familiar path to a mysterious midnight place, later returning to their home of light and flowers. Aurora grew into a dreamy young girl, curious about what lay beyond the distant horizon. She wondered where the caribou went and often daydreamed of traveling with the herds, prancing across the tundra. Under the pink glow of an early morning sun, Aurora spotted a lone caribou. How strange that he was not with his herd, she thought. At first, she followed him, watching as the caribou playfully kicked up his hooves. Then Aurora ran and the caribou ran, frolicking together across the tundra in a magnificent dance. Soon Aurora grew hungry. Deep in the purple shadows, she found some blueberries. She plopped to the ground to rest and enjoy their sweet taste. The velvety blue color of the berries reminded Aurora of a story Grandmother told of a place where darkness fell each night and the sky turned a deep and peaceful indigo. How she longed to see this for herself. As Aurora continued her journey across the soft green tundra, she was comforted by the memory of her favorite grandmother. Grandmother's gentle voice told once more of the dark sky Aurora had never seen. In the dark times, the sky wrapped itself around us. Inside each one of us, there is a glow that lights the way. It keeps us warm, and we are not afraid. Grandmother's words were a mystery to her. Aurora felt sure she would understand them when she arrived in the land where darkness fell and where the sky turned the color of ripe blueberries. The caribou continued to lead Aurora in her long journey from home. To be safe and warm in the dark place, Aurora began to collect the colors from the daylight sky. As days passed, Aurora gathered delicate pink morning light and put it in her pocket. The midday light was a shining silver blue, and this she placed in her pocket too. Twilight glowed a luminous green. This was Aurora's favorite time of day, and she filled her pockets with its color. She walked, then danced with the changing colors of the sky. Suddenly, a boreal wind began to snap at Aurora's dress, and she felt its chill. The sun dipped below the edge of the earth, and the sky closed in around her with the deepest color she had ever seen. Darkness! This must be the place of mystery, Aurora thought, as she gazed at the glittering sky. And though this darkness was strange and new, Aurora felt safe with the light she knew glowed inside of her. She reached into her pockets and flung the colorful lights she had gathered into the dark sky. Aurora played with the lights, admiring the way they danced across the sky, just as she had danced across the tundra with the lone caribou. The lights grew even brighter. shimmering like a curtain of color in the darkness. Aurora's family saw the dancing lights and followed, hoping they would find their beloved daughter. Although she had brought the colors of the daylight sky to comfort her, Aurora found that she was not afraid in the dark place of the indigo sky. She now understood Grandmother's mysterious words. Together again, Aurora and her family celebrated her journey with the caribou, which had led Aurora to discover courage and her own inner light. The adventurous spirit of Aurora lives on. When you gaze into the night sky of the north and see the dancing lights, you are watching Aurora's many colors, collected on her special journey long ago. The end. I hope you enjoyed tonight's story, Aurora, A Tale of the Northern Lights. It's Mindy Dwyer's fictional account of how she believes the Northern Lights were formed. Thank you so much, Miss Dwyer, for this lovely book. Have a good night.